Dear friends, good morning to all. This is your RAPETI Suryanarayana, advocate from Vizag. In the earlier sessions, I gave many lectures with regard to various topics, which are all useful and important to the practicing advocates, law students, and persons who are appearing for junior civil judge and district judge exams, additional and state public prosecutor exams, and for the group 1 and group 2 exams, and also to the persons who are appearing for competitive exams. These videos are also useful to the common public for the awareness with regard to the law. In the previous sessions, I gave a lecture with regard to complaint as per Criminal Procedure Code. In that complaint, as per Criminal Procedure Code, the complaint does not include police report. In the complaint, that means the complaint does not include police report. Then what do you mean by police report? Already we have discussed in the earlier sessions with regard to the complaint. As per Criminal Procedure Code, the complaint does not include police report. Then what do you mean by police report? What is present in the police report? To whom the police report will be given? Then who will determine the case basing on the police report? Let us discuss in this session. This is a very important topic to all. Police report means, as per Criminal Procedure Code, the report forwarded to a magistrate by a police officer. The report forwarded by a police officer to a magistrate under section 173 subsection 2 of Criminal Procedure Code. Police report means the report. Who have to forward? The report forwarded by a police officer. To whom? To a magistrate. Under what? Under section 173 subsection 2 of Criminal Procedure Code. This is nothing but known as police report. That means the report forwarded by police officer to a magistrate under section 173 subsection 2 of Criminal Procedure Code. This is nothing but known as police report. Here, forwarded to the magistrate by a police officer under section 173 of Criminal Procedure Code. What do you mean by section 173 of Criminal Procedure Code then? Section 173 of Criminal Procedure Code states as report of police officer on completion of investigation. That means after the completion of investigation, to whom the police officer have to give the report to the magistrate. Under what? Under section 173 of Criminal Procedure Code. That means after the completion of investigation, the report forwarded to the police magistrate by the police officer. That is stated in section 173 of Criminal Procedure Code. But here stated as police report means the report forwarded by a police officer to a magistrate under section 173 subsection 2. Section 173 states as report of police officer on completion of investigation to a magistrate. Here subsection 2 states as per criminal procedure code, as soon as investigation is completed, as soon as investigation related to an offense is completed by the police officer, the report, investigation report, shall be forwarded to a magistrate. To whom that report shall be forwarded? To a magistrate. The report shall be forwarded to a magistrate who is empowered to take cognizance of the offense on the police report. Here to whom that report should be forwarded? To a magistrate. Here the magistrate shall empowered to take cognizance of the offense on the police report forwarded by a police officer. That means the report forwarded by a police officer to a magistrate, empowered to take cognizance of the offense on the police report. Is it clear? Much more important point this one. Section 173 subsection 2 of criminal procedure states as soon as investigation is completed by the police officer, such police officer, that means station house officer, that means officer in charge of police station, as soon as investigation is completed by the police officer, then station house officer or officer in charge of police station shall forward that report to a magistrate who is competent to take cognizance of the offense, on the police report or report submitted by the police officer. Then what this report should contain? A report should be in the form, a report shall be in the form prescribed by the state government, stating various points. Let us see what are the points. The first point is the names of the parties. In the report, the police officer should mention the names of the parties. Next point, the nature of the information. In the report, the police officer should mention the nature of the information. Next one, the names of the persons appear to have been acquainted with the circumstances of the case. That means the names of the persons who appear to be acquainted with the circumstances of the case. Is it clear? Next, whether offense appears to have been committed. Whether the offense appears to have been committed, and if so committed, by whom that offense is committed, should be mentioned in the report. That means whether the offense is committed or not should be mentioned in the report. If the offense is committed, then if whom that offense is committed shall be mentioned in the report. Next one, whether the accused is arrested or not should be mentioned in the report. Next, whether the accused is released on his own bond. If released on his own bond, then with or without sureties shall be mentioned in the report. Next, whether the accused person has been forwarded in custody under section 170 of the Criminal Procedure Code. That means whether the accused has been forwarded in the custody under section 170 of Criminal Procedure Code shall be mentioned in the report by the police officer. Next, whether the report attached report of the medical examination of a woman, whether the report attach report of medical examination of the woman in cases related to the section 376 of IPC Criminal Procedure Code, that is nothing but known as rape cases. Whether in the report there is a report with regard to medical examination, whether there is a medical examination report related to the woman, if the investigation is related to the offense under section 376A to 376E of Indian Penal Code, that is nothing but kinds of rape cases. If there is an investigation related to the rape cases against the woman, the medical examination report of the woman which was taken during the investigation by the police officer, that report of medical examination related to that woman shall be attached to the police report, which is forwarded to the magistrate. These all points should be mentioned in the report, which is forwarded to the magistrate by the police officer under section 173 subsection 2 of Criminal Procedure Code. So, basing on these points, information stated in the report submitted by the police officer, the magistrate will take cognizance on the report submitted by the police officer. This is nothing but with regard to the police report. In the simple manner, police report means the report forwarded by a police officer to a magistrate under section 173 subsection 2 of Criminal Procedure Code. What is present in 173 subsection 2 of Criminal Procedure Code is nothing but as soon as investigation is completed by the police officer, the station house officer or officer in charge of police station shall forward such report to a magistrate who is competent to take cognizance of the offence basing on the report forwarded by the police officer. Then what that report should contain? A report shall be in the form prescribed by the state government, stating that as first point, the names of the parties, the nature of the information, the names of the persons who are acquainted with the circumstances of the case. Next, whether the offence is committed or not. If committed, by whom should be mentioned. whether the accused is arrested or not, whether the accused is released. If released, then we have to mention with or without sureties in the report shall be mentioned. Next, whether the accused has been remanded in custody under section 170 of CRPC, whether the report enclosed the report of medical examination of the victim, that is woman, if there is an investigation with regarding to the offense related to the rape cases. These all with regard to the police report as per Criminal Procedure Code. I hope it is clear to all. Kindly like my videos and subscribe my channel. Thanks a lot.